going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going diving with my friend Denver. I met him here and he actually had watched my videos from before I came here, and I met him, talked to him, super cool guy, and he dives a lot and he's really into diving. So decided that we were gonna go out after school. We just finished class and we're gonna head out. We don't have a lot of time, so I just picked kind of like a random spot on Google Maps that seems like it has good grounds, and so we're gonna try and see how it is, see how we do. Mostly gonna be three-pronging because it looks like it's a little bit shallower, and we're also gonna be trying to shoot some fish for his family that lives here. He has a cousin and a couple uncles and aunties that live pretty close to our campus. So we're gonna shoot some fish hopefully and take it over to their house, and then they can, you know, cook it up and eat it for dinner, hopefully, if we get it to them in time. But yeah, that's the plan. Gonna go three-prong, maybe shoot some coles, and I'm gonna bring my gun just in case. Maybe I can grab like a nice uhu or a moo or something for them. So yeah, we'll see how we do. I'll see you guys in the water. Shoot. All right, here we go, guys. First drop of the day. I saw this Roy. We were real close to shore. This is when we just jumped in, and I saw this good-sized Roy go into this little hole underneath a boulder, and I figured might as well start off the dive on a good note, take out a nice invasive. And you can't really see him on camera too well, but he's in that little crack there. So I line up, take my shot, and I stick him, but I guess the prongs didn't get good penetration on this Roy, so he flicks one time hard and he rips off, but hopefully I hit him in a vital enough position to where he won't be surviving that blow. So we made it out into a little bit deeper water here, and I get down to the bottom with the three-prong, and I see another good-sized Roy. This is probably in about 40 feet, so nothing crazy. And I see this other good-sized Roy right here, and I kind of creep up a little bit, and he comes back around. I line up, and I get him. I conk him right in the head, but Roys have real thick skulls, so the prongs didn't go all the way through. But hopefully, once again, maybe I hit a gill or something vital, and hopefully he won't recover from that, but it is what it is. So moved in a little bit shallower. My friend Denver was three-pronging around this area for cole, and I decided, since we're shooting fish for his family, I might as well help him out a little bit, grab some more cole. So I get down, some really nice structure here, and there's definitely a lot of life around. Not necessarily a bunch of shootable fish, but definitely a lot of life. And this cole, nice size cole, comes in real close, so just stuck him right there. And then I took this other drop with my gun on this pile of fish, and I don't shoot anything on this drop, but I just thought it was cool to show you guys. So there's those 3 small moanakalis right there, and that uhu as well, hanging out all on this ledge with this big pile of fish. Turned around to check to see if there was a big fish coming. That's why they got spooked, but no more nothing. So look back and still got the moanakalis. That uhu was definitely in range, but I was kind of just watching. This big blue comes right in. It's kind of cool to just look at them all. But yeah, pretty sick drop on a pretty nice pile of fish. If those collies were just a little bit bigger, I probably would have shot one. But back to the three-prong, back in the shallower water. Once again, just looking for cole. And I get down here. There's a bunch of ta'apes around, good-sized ta'ape. And I was going to try and shoot a couple because they're also invasive, for those who don't know. But they weren't really giving me shots, so I just saw this cole right here. Got him. And then I saw my other friend, Denver, going after a cole himself. I didn't see him drop. I didn't know he was right by me, but as I'm going up, he starts going up, and I see that he has another cole on his three-prong, so I thought that was a cool little bit of footage. Another drop, another cole. But this time I was actually dropping for the taape that I mentioned earlier. There is 3 or 4 of them going in and out of these rocks here. But as I get down, these taape were actually pretty skittish. They weren't really coming that close to me. There's one right there. And they were all coming out of this hole that was right in front of me on this drop. But as soon as I got down to the bottom, all of a sudden they didn't want to play anymore. That one almost gave me a shot, but not quite. So I turned around, saw this nice sized cole. Decided to just take him and made my way back up. Alright, so after that cole, I had shot that one and the couple other ones that I got on camera, and Denver had shot a bunch more too. So I figured that was probably enough cole, and so I brought the gun back out. So I'm on the bottom here, hoping for maybe a moo, maybe some big omilu or a yellow spot or something. Uku if I get really lucky. But I wasn't really seeing anything besides those uhus that were in the distance there. So just looking around, and then I turn my head to the right, and eventually I see this big roy that's starting to come in here. And I remembered the other 2 that I just gave them a conk on the head and they got away. And I figured this guy was definitely the biggest roy of the day. So I lined up, tried to take a shot, and I stuck him right there. Got the little shish kebab shot. And because I conked those other 2 on the head, hopefully they died, but I wanted to at least for sure get a confirmed kill on at least one big roy from this spot. And with the big Riffe 110, he wasn't going anywhere. This guy was unlucky that he came up to me when I had the gun and not the 3-prong. But got one good sized roy, pretty big roy off the reef. So I was pretty happy about that, even though I lost the other 2. But hopefully those guys were wounded badly enough to where they'll go off and die somewhere. So on this drop, once again, a little bit deeper water here, probably around 50 feet. And I'm going down. A lot of these drops were blind drops because the water was actually pretty dirty this day. It doesn't look dirty on camera, but when you were at the surface, we couldn't really see the bottom that well. So we could see it, just we couldn't make out any features in terms of what kind of fish was down there. So a lot of these were blind drops, and on this blind drop, I happened across this uhu right here. So I lined up, figured that would be good for Denver's family. They can make stuffed uhu and stuff. So good size uhu. And this was one of the last fish of the day. So on this drop, I was going down because I saw a good sized uku, and I hear grunting, and I look and I see Denver chasing the uku, but it's coming right at me. So I kind of followed it, tracked him a little bit, and lined up, took my shot, got him kind of by the gills area. But yeah, this good sized uku was definitely a welcome surprise. I always love shooting ukus. They're one of my favorite fish to shoot, if not my favorite. And it was pretty crazy because I seen him earlier when I was three-pronging kole, and then I put the kole back on the buoy when I saw him, and my three-prong back on the buoy, and I grabbed my gun, and I was gonna just take a drop all the way down to the bottom to stalk him and try and see if I could bring him back in. And on my way down, Denver, also further down from me, saw the uku and was gonna try and three-prong it, but didn't give him a shot, and it actually ended up chasing him right into me. So I managed to get a shot, so Denver kind of got the assist there. Look at how lit up his fins were too. That was cool to see. Yeah, good size uku and a bunch of kole and uhu. Overall, a good haul. Perfect amount of fish for Denver's family. Yeah, sick dive. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Mission successful. We managed to get a bunch of good fish for Denver's family. A good variety of fish as well. Got the nice uku, the uhu, and then a bunch of the koles for fry. So super successful, especially for picking just a random spot out on Google Maps. And we were only in the water for a maximum 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. And we managed to, complete the mission. We got a good amount of fish, and Denver's family was super stoked for it. So always good when you can make people happy with the fish you shoot. And yeah, first dive with Denver as well, super sick, and he's a great diver as well. I'll leave his Instagram in the description below. He doesn't post a lot of spearfishing stuff, but if you guys want to follow him, check him out. He's a pretty cool guy. So I'll leave that in the description. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots, everybody.